all people should have the right to own guns. I would have to say that YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video and for subscribing to my channel. Remember that if you like today's video, to comment in the comment section so that I can know if you like this video. Let me know what you think of the video and probably ideas for new videos. In today's video, we're going to do I answer controversial questions video. So basically, I'm going to give you some topics, or I'm going to say some topics and say whether or not I agree or disagree with them. So let's go right into that. So the first one is, all people should have the right to own guns. I would have to say that I kind of agree with this one, because I think the way that society is currently, everybody should have access to a gun. If you don't want it, that's up to you. I mean, violence does not have privilege. Everyone is attacked at some point. I'm praying that never happens to me. God, I'm praying that never happens to me. But I believe everybody should have the opportunity to own a gun. The second one is the death penalty should be abolished. I don't think I agree with this one, because there are some wicked people out there, especially those child molesters, child pedophiles, rapists, people who commit manslaughter, mutilation, people who traffic. I think those people should be punished by death penalty. Human cloning should be legalized. I mean, I don't agree with this one. It would be nice to have a twin, yes, but as with all kinds of technology, things happen, and suppose the clone ends up becoming evil. I wouldn't want to have an evil twin. The next one is, all drugs should be legalized. Not all of them, but they could legalize marijuana. Come on guys, think about it. For the mere fact that marijuana offers some good benefits to cancer patients, to those with asthma, epileptic patients, yeah, so free the marijuana, free the herbs. Animal testing should be banned. I don't think it should be banned, but I don't like that animals have to be tested. But I mean, who are we going to test them on? We can't test them on humans, because there are some drugs that you just can't test on a human first. So we need the animals. I mean, I know there are lots of animal lovers out there, but who are we going to test them on? Humans? I don't think so. I don't think I would like for a drug to be tested on a human first. Juveniles should be tried and treated as adults. I mean, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this 100%, nor do I disagree with it 100%, depending on what crime the juvenile did, because some juveniles commit murder on intent and crimes on intent. So though, I mean, yes, you might want to ask, how would I know that somebody did something intentionally? But all murders and stuff like that should be sent to big court, adult court. Things like stealing, like what else you do? Writing on cars, writing on walls, and so that should be kiddie court or juvenile court. Climate change is the greatest threat facing humanity today. Climate change is not the greatest threat facing humanity today. I don't agree with that. You know what is the greatest threat to humanity today? Humans. We as humans are most of the time at fault for all the things that happen to us. So we are the greatest threat to humanity today. Violent video games should be banned. I agree with this 100%. I mean, if you're going to play a video game, it should be something that distresses you and not causes you more stress. So if you're going to play a game, it should be fun. It should not have violence inside, teaching you how to be violent. At the end of violent video games, I feel like those gamers become very aggressive. So I don't like violent video games. the minimum wage should be $15 per hour. I mean, $15 per hour in Guyana would be nice, because that would convert to like $3,000 more or less in Guyanese money, and that would be good. $3,000 by 8 hours is 24,000, and by 5 working days, there's a lot of money you're talking about. So it would be good for Guyana, but I don't think in the first world countries that would make a lot of sense for them, because their standard of living is high. So I would agree for Guyana, yes. All people should have universal basic income. Coming back to standard of living, again, I would have to disagree with this, because in Guyana, standard of living, okay, let's say you give $60,000 to a person in Guyana, and then you give $60,000 to a person in America. That wouldn't work out good for the Guyanese, because $60,000 is not a lot of money here. In America, $60,000 is a lot for minimum wage. Sex work should be legal. I mean, I would have to agree with this, because not everyone can find an office job. Not everyone wants a job being a garbage man or a hairdresser. Some people, all they know to do is offer a good time. So if there's what they can offer, if they're not harming anyone, if they're keeping the pedophiles away from the little ones and the rapists away, well, legalize that stuff. Countries should be countries should be isolationist. I don't think so. No man is an island, so I would definitely have to disagree with that one. Abortion should be banned. I disagree with that one, for the mere fact that, take for instance, somebody gets pregnant for a relative, like their father for instance, after years of being sexually abused, let's say 10 years, then you find out you're pregnant for your father. Some girls might not be able to handle that, going through a pregnancy for the father and then giving it up for adoption or keeping it. Some girls, their pain and burden might go away for them if they just abort the baby and get far away as possible from that person. So it's really up to the mother. It's really up to the mother and nobody else. Yep. So the next question is, every citizen should be mandated to perform national service. National service is a good thing. It instills a lot of discipline, but I don't know if now in the 21st century people would want to go through national service, but it's a good thing. So I neither agree nor disagree with that question. Bottled water should be banned. Definitely here in Guyana we have a problem with that. I agree totally that it should be banned. Let people use recycled bottles and take their water to wherever they're going, so that we don't have clogged trenches and drains and rivers. I hate to see bottles piled up in a trench. Plastic bags should be banned, and for the same reasons as plastic bottles, here in Guyana we have a very bad problem with that, so definitely it should be banned. Homework should be banned. I mean, I don't agree or disagree with this question. Sometimes children get too much of homework to bring home. I mean, I can understand if you give them homework for the weekend, but every single day some schools here in Guyana would give children homework, and that takes away a lot of the free time that children have to be children. So if they could only get homework on the weekends, then yeah, I mean, I can understand for tertiary education, it's important for you to always have assignments, so that you can get to know the work that you're doing and familiarize yourself. Especially in a field like mine, you have to always be on top of your game. So for children, just let them be children, because adults have a way of getting around too much homework. They either do it or they don't do it. Public prayer should not be allowed in schools. I think I disagree with this one. I disagree with this one. There is need for public prayer. If you're a parent that doesn't believe in anything, well, fine. You tell the school that you don't want your child to participate, but let the other people who want to have prayer time participate in prayer time. And if you are a school that has multiple cultures, let every culture have a chance to display their religion, regardless if you believe in it or not. Everybody should have a part of the assembly to practice their religion. Schools should block sites like YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram on their computers. I don't think you should block YouTube. Facebook and Instagram probably, but YouTube, you can find a lot of teaching material on YouTube, and if it's supervised surfing, then I don't see why you should block YouTube. School plus, you see people like me on YouTube. The next one is where am I? School uniforms should be required. Well, here in Guyana we don't have a choice. We have to wear uniforms from play school to up until secondary school, so it's kind of a disciplinary measure. So I don't necessarily disagree with this one. I agree with it. You should have school uniforms. Next topic. Standardized testing should be abolished. No, I don't think so, because you need some way of discerning whether or not somebody is actually learning in a particular subject or in a particular class, not necessarily to tell you whether or not that child is bright or not bright, or intelligent or not intelligent, because a test, in my opinion, can't tell you that. But we should have standardized tests even to decipher whether or not a teacher is doing his or her job well. All students should have an after-school job or internship. For me, I think you should start this from like age 15, because you don't necessarily learn business skills in high school, and certain things when you go into the real world, you need business skills. So if you have a foundation in it, or you're given a chance to learn it from an early age, then I find that most adult financial issues would not be issues if you started learning about them from an early age. So I agree that you should have a job or internship after school. And for me, I think if I had a job in third form where I could have earned money, I would have done some pretty incredible things, because my hobbies back then were to sew and to make craft, and I always wanted to, like, sell those things to my friends, but I never had money to do it. The next one, school should be in session year round. No, you need to have a break. All work and no play make Jack and Jill a dull boy and a dull girl. You need your Christmas time to bond with your family. You need August time to just do fun, cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff is done in the summer. So yeah, we need non-all-year school, even for the adults or the tertiary people. All high school athletes should be drug tested. I think I agree with this one. I agree with this one in Guyana, because now you're finding a lot of high schoolers involving themselves in all kinds of illicit drugs. So drug testing should be done, and illicit drug use minuses from a lot of youths' elevation, because you would have some good athletes, but because they're constantly involved in illicit drug use, they lose opportunities that would have otherwise propelled them into some great benefits and advantages. The next one is detention should be abolished. I don't think so. Detention should not be abolished, because it got some really bad kids in school and they don't get discipline at home. So school detention is actually a good thing in some instances. I mean, when the entire class goes down for a mistake that only one person made, well, that's bad, but nobody wants to snitch on their friends. So if all of us gotta go down for one person to learn the lesson, then this is what's gonna happen. All student loan debt should be eliminated. Yes, Jesus, hallelujah. Even at the university level, yes, you should. I sure could do with my debt being cancelled right now. Homeschooling is better than traditional schooling. It depends on the student and the needs of the parents and the student. If a student would prosper better at home than at school, then do what works for you. So I wouldn't disagree with this one, nor would I agree with it. All schools should have armed security guards. I don't agree with this one. All schools should have security guards, but armed security guards, not necessarily. Especially in Guyana, probably for countries like America where they have school shootings and so on, they should have armed security. But here in Guyana, I don't think we need that. All students should go to boarding schools. I disagree with that right away. Nobody wants to go to boarding school. Religion should be taught in schools. I believe so. It should. All schools should be private schools. Hell no. I am a product of a public school and I learned a lot there. You're exposed to a lot more curriculum at a public school, a lot more culture, a lot more new experiences. So hell no, I disagree with that one. Sexual education should be mandatory in schools. It should be mandatory, but at the same time, I agree that it should be in school, but at the same time, it should be on a permission basis where you ask parents whether or not they want their child to be involved in a sexual education class, because some parents are not comfortable with their children learning about sex at school in comparison to learning it from them. So it should be on a permission basis. Public college should be tuition free. Yes, hello. If UG says right now that UG is free, I am going to study medicine. Y'all try it there. All teachers should get tenure. I'm not sure what the tenure is, but if it's a good thing, yes, I agree. And the final one is all school districts should offer school vouchers. This is something that I agree with and something that was actually done here in Guyana and benefits a lot of low-income families. So yes, it's a good thing. And with that, it has brought me to the end of today's video. I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's content. It's not anything wild or extravagant, but it's just something that I wanted to do because I found it very interesting. I'm looking forward to doing more videos soon. Work is going back to normal soon, so I wouldn't have time to do videos during the week, but on the weekends I'm gonna make use of my time. My schedule as it pertains to other stuff besides work is clearing up, and I'm going to have time to, you know, invest in my videos and bring out the content that I want to bring out. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe. And once you have subscribed to my channel, please remember to put on your notification bell so that you can see every time that I post here. Please guys, let me know if you have any ideas for videos. Your like propels me to the YouTube algorithm so that other people can see my videos around the world, and your comments help YouTube to see that you like my content. So once again guys, thank you for watching, and I do hope that you will return to my channel soon. Until next time, bye.